Who would have thought 12 push-ups would be so daunting?
Did one session and then he's like, nah, not doing this.
Already?
Yeah, that's it. Right.
Yeah, I want to look like Channing Tatum in Magic Mike. G'day guys, I'm Callan Derlick. Welcome to Working With, and today we're training at Acero Gym in Sydney with none other than the owners of the gym, Jono and Amy Castano. Guys, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for coming in.
Like, I love working out at the gym, I like training and stuff like that, but then I've never gone, I'm gonna own a gym. How do you get to that point where you're like, that's it, I'm gonna go all the way, I'm gonna buy a gym?
A lot of people kind of get stuck. They're like, how do I go from, being a busy personal trainer to owning a business? And I think it's kind of just backing yourself. For me personally, I was knocking out 60, 70 sessions, and when I wrote down how much I was making, I was like, okay, I'm making this much, but I'm like, if I get a team, I build a brand, I could be making this much,
This place was born during COVID lockdowns, actually.
That's a good time to make a gym.
Oh, yeah,
no one can go out.
Personal training, you could train one-on-one, so we were lucky in that sense.
You're going to take us through a workout
today? I'm excited. So we're going to do 20 bench, 20 push-ups. Every time you finish a set, we're going to minus 2 reps until we get down to 10. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to work our way all the way back up. Let's get going. All right, so bench press, remember, abs on for me always. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, you know the technique. I love the thumbs there already. Yeah, 21st one, just a nice and easy. Ideally, with the first set, it's always about just kind of getting the feel of the bar, and then obviously loading the chest. When people are beginners, they start to incorporate too much shoulders, And the way we avoid that is by really sticking out, creating that nice arch there. Good. Last 2, or 1 more, and rack it in for me, nice and easy. I'll adjust that for you on the next round. All right, so you got 20 push-ups straight away. Amy, let's go 20.
Sort of warm up.
Let's go, so 20 for me.
Most gyms have like 99% the same equipment and all that kind of stuff. Like, how do you get to have that name and that place to be?
For me personally, to answer that is just the results that we've gotten. People, you know what I mean? Like, we've got so many celebrities, but at the same time, what we do in this place is get people results. You got Michael Clark results, Dylan Alcott, the guy lost solid 14 kilos, but that's what speaks volumes, and that's what attracts people here, right?
Results, and also a vibe. You go in, the music's low, it's awkward, it's like, oh, I don't want to train here. When you come in here, like, we're a family here. Our community's everything. So I think that's what makes it as well.
So you automatically got that personal touch, right?
Exactly. There, you can start to see the chest is switching on now, which is great to see straight away. Let's go 18 push-ups. Ideally, what we don't want to see is knees on the ground with the push-ups for you.
I just did that.
Yeah, that's for you, all right. That's okay. If you're looking to regress the push-ups, elevate your hips and then rest at the top. Never drop the knees down for me, all right? Okay. So it look like a half hinge. So if you're resting, then they back. So never knees on the ground.
Oh, Jesus, already.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's good. We've got a bit to go. That's it. 3. Take your time. That's it. Regress there. Take your time. Let's go. Big 3. Explosive 3. Drive. Yep. Good. Last 2. Yips. That's okay. You failed. Start again. Let's go. 2 more. Only count the full ones, Drop hip. 1 more. Big inhale.
Yes.
You got it. Up. And good. All right. Beauty. All right. Recover.
It's funny, you go to the gym.
Yes.
I probably train 4 or 5 days a week. Not having a PT, it's just like, it's worlds apart, hey?
I always believe you should have a trainer, you know what I mean? And a lot of people kind of so against it, but when you have a trainer and you hold not the client just accountable at training, but also outside of training, I think that's when you see the benefits of actually having a PT. With me, I wake up in the morning, it's a new day, let's get it. What did you have for lunch? Make sure weekends coming around, make sure, limit those drinks, like just kind of holding a client accountable. And that's why for me, like, I've done so many amazing transformations in my career.
And what's the diet like for both of you, sort of like on a day-to-day?
Mine's kind of struggling at the moment. I'm obsessed with these spicy nuggets and Macca's. I'm all about balance.
I'm all about balance as well.
Do you know what I mean? I'm a big believer about that because what I found over time with dealing with clients is if you change too much of their life, great, they do the transformation. As soon as it finishes, mate, they're back to square one. Right? But if you kind of just adapt little things, they kick on.
And it's like being good 80% of the time. And maybe like, treating yourself 20%.
How long have you been training for? How long have you been?
I grew up playing a lot of football, a lot of soccer back in the day. So I feel like I've kind of been training since I started weights at 13 years old.
Yeah, wow.
So I'm 33 now. So,
20 years.
What an old dude.
Yeah, no.
So old. How long have you been training?
Probably in my teens, early teens.
Yeah,
Did
okay.
your dad got you a PT?
My dad got me a PT, yeah.
Even just personally and then professionally, have you seen workouts change completely? Like as the science
Yes.
comes through, as like people do more? Because I
Yeah.
feel like, you know, health and fitness is such a huge thing now. It's
Yeah,
all I
yeah,
consume in
yeah.
terms of podcasts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we know so much more now. So
Yeah.
do you know what works better now?
I would say there's just such a much larger range. There's new equipment. Do you know what I mean? I think that's kind of like a big thing. But one thing that I guess that we've kind of really improved on and we've started to do more is recovery. Spend time on recovery. Like, you know, you see so many people doing more like ice baths, saunas, using a therabody, which is a gun.
Yep.
Just spending more time after the session and the prior session. So
Yeah.
before, back in the day, everyone used to just go out there and
You
pump
still
their
the
iron.
trends come through.
Yeah.
Like boxing was really
Yeah,
big in
like-
terms of like mentally getting you
Yeah.
Okay.
fit as well.
And
And now run clubs.
Yeah, run clubs are huge. I've seen like rowers into
Yeah.
Pilates and
Yep.
all this stuff. So I think people are just starting to kind of mix and match and a lot of things, which is great. You know, I think for me personally, if you're moving, that's good enough for me.
And in terms of recovery, what are you seeing that's actually working, do you think? in
Oh,
your
I think
opinion?
ice baths are such a big thing. Eh?
I love the infrared sauna.
You love the
Yeah, I love sauna. I
Yeah.
haven't done an infrared before, but I've done just a
Okay.
normal sauna.
Some here.
Yeah,
Wanna
right.
jump in later.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like just in terms of like you were talking about before about just sleep,
Yeah.
the sauna is like the best thing in
So
the world.
good.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's good stuff. Same technique, just so remember, emphasize a bit of a push against the bar on the way down. Oh, yeah. Because a lot of people just drop the weight and then there's no tension on the eccentric, yeah? And then drive hip, push against the bar. Hip, 2. Uno más, as we say in Spanish, and drive it in, rack it in. Good man, it's a look around, gotcha. Good man, good man, good man.
Something that's probably more a female thing, the backside workout.
Big
So,
glutes,
like the
big
most.
focus.
It's
Yes.
huge now, eh?
Yeah.
Is it a good thing? Is it like healthy? Is it?
For me personally, the way I view healthy is obviously what you put in your body and in your posture.
Yeah.
In terms, that's where I view it. But I feel like, you know, a lot of us are starting to see like you see a lot of people kind of starting to see that as like they seek validation because they got good glutes.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're like, oh, because
Or
I
they
got
got
good
abs.
or they got
Yeah,
abs.
yeah,
It's like, 'cause
yeah.
I got that, it makes me like an attractive person.
Yep.
Do you know, when it's
Yeah, yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like, you know, it's kind of these like what these trends are starting.
Yeah.
And it's for me, I find it's not a good thing personally for me because I think we should seek, you know, overall health.
Yeah,
rather than
totally.
just like, I've got a great set of glutes.
Most people must come into the gym and either say, I want to
Yeah.
look like her or I want to look like him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who are the names that people
Yeah.
are sort of wanting to look
Oh,
like?
Kardashians make a big impact here.
Yeah, I think as a trainer, it's about educating the client and being like, yeah, great, this comes with this. Like
Yeah.
if you're doing a good form on the squats, you're doing deadlifts, you're doing hip thrusters, that's what's going to come from it.
Yeah.
But that's also going to implement, you know, stronger core. It's
Yeah.
going to improve our posture. You know, so yeah.
And I think even if they start like that, I think most people kind of come in and go like, yeah, I want to look like Channing Tatum in Magic Mike, you know, which I'm sure is the body, right?
Yeah.
But then I'm
for
sure,
for
like
sure.
after a month or two, it sort of would switch.
It would
They'd
switch,
sort of be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it doesn't matter, I
Doesn't
feel
matter, I
good.
feel good,
That's
correct.
not my body shape. It doesn't
Correct,
matter, like
correct,
whatever.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I agree, yep, 100%. All right, let's knock out these 12, eh?
you would have thought 12 push-ups would be so daunting.
No, yeah, you got it. I love it. All right, good. So we've done the 12-12. Next one's going to be a 10-10. Don't forget, we've got to go work our way back up.
Oh,
Don't forget
yeah.
about that, right, eh?
Forgot about that. And in terms of like staying motivated, obviously, like you said before, it's like it's winter time.
Oh.
I know, like winter time, all I want to do is eat
Yeah.
and then hit snooze 50 times in the morning. What's sort of keeping you guys motivated?
I think discipline is more than motivation, right?
This is a key point that we talk about
Yeah,
a
we
lot.
talk about it a lot.
Because motivation, what I find is like, it's like a zigzag. It's
Short
kind of like,
spurts.
yeah, short spurts. I'm motivated, then I'm not, then I'm
Yeah.
motivated. Could be because of an event or some sort of
Yeah.
thing you saw on social media. So
Yeah.
we focus more on discipline.
Discipline.
Because discipline is like,
Yeah. Showing up, being here, regardless if you put that 100% intensity in, at least you showed up and you might surprise yourself.
Yeah.
You might be like, okay, I've got the energy to train.
and I think if you explain that to a client, like focus more on discipline rather than motivation, they're like, oh, yeah, no, you're right.
Like you said, you might have an event or something to get ready for, but that only lasts
Right, that-
a certain amount of time.
Exactly,
and
that's
after
the
that, you're like,
time
oh, what now? I like
Yeah.
the discipline.
7, last 3. Good. Last 2. It's going to be a bit good. Push against me, drive. Good. putting a bit of negative onto you here, man. Come on, I'm telling my thumb. I didn't know I was that strong. Wow.
Jeez.
You're making me look great on camera. I'm not that strong.
Bastard.
Jesus.
So when you first opened, like, how many clients did you have?
I've always been a busy trainer. Like for me, I knock out maybe about 70 to 80 sessions a week, which I know sounds ridiculous when people think I'm nuts every time I say it, but I do 45-minute sessions. I just kind of enjoy, like, I've always enjoyed being busy. I'm one of the type of people that if I'm not busy, like I get stressed out and I'm like, what am I doing with myself? I'm not good enough, you know, and it's just kind of, I don't know, that's always been my mindset, But so I was doing a lot of sessions, which was, it helped obviously build this.
Yeah, we started off with one trainer.
Yeah, we
then
started with
built
one
the
trainer.
team to
So what are we going to?
almost 4 trainers, but now we're like up to 18.
About 20, I
About
think,
20,
which is
20
like,
trainers, yeah.
Because you were in finance beforehand?
Finance.
Yeah.
So
It
like,
was.
it's a pretty massive change, right?
It is massive change.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's something that I want to do. I've always been into like, building businesses and things like that. So being in finance definitely helps running a business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need that. It's
You
kind
need
of like
that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
wearing those different hats. Like for me,
Yeah.
I couldn't wear the hat of being in the finance, you know?
Yeah.
Even though I tried
Behind the
early on.
scenes. Yeah.
You were like, no, I'll
No,
take it.
no, no,
Just
no,
get
no.
out.
And she can't do what I do.
You
So.
stay in your lane.
Yeah. Talk about a few names that you've trained.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So who have you got? Who's the
Eh,
most famous?
I would say the most famous is probably Sir Richard Branson. I reckon would have been the most famous.
Yeah, right.
In terms of like what I view fame as. I've worked with like numerous, like, Rebel Wilson, Red Aura. I've got quite a few clientele, over the years, and here in Australia as well. I've worked with numerous kind of people. Hugh Sheridan, obviously Clarkey, Candice Warner, of course, Sam Mack, we did a good transformation on.
And you don't treat him any differently, obviously.
Nah, I don't know, I go harder.
Yeah.
I try to just be myself, and they love that, man. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like every person treats their trainer like really, really good.
Yeah.
Bench is easy for you though. The bench, it's more the push-ups that start to kind of sting you, eh?
Yeah,
One,
definitely find this
2.
easier.
Yeah.
It's less weight though,
Oh
right?
yeah. I could go heavier if you want.
No, it's good. And so you guys are pretty big on social media, right? How much does that sort of play into
man.
what you're doing?
I feel like I always had this discussion with people, and I feel like my own personal brand would have not reached where it is now without social media.
Yep.
And the reason I say that for me personally is because kind of social media allows me to showcase my results to such a wider audience. I've got such a big story, from migrating to Australia, obviously creating such a great business. So it allows me to do that. I guess
Yeah.
social media for you has been same as well, right?
Same. It had to have played into building the business a little bit. But yeah, we just do what we do.
We've paid $0. We've paid $0 on any ads for this business.
Yeah.
People spending like thousands on influencers and
Facebook
ads and you know what I
marketing,
mean. And we've built a
that.
gym.
We've just done it all ourselves.
Let's see. Tonight, remember? I don't know. I'm not meant to know. All right. I thought.
What was that?
What happened there? Just kind of you.
Just gave away.
You tried and then your body gave up.
I think so.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna go again.
Listen to your brain. Yeah, I know what your mind's saying I can't, but you can. All right. That's it. There you go. Once you get one, you're like, oh, I'm back on track. Eh? Drop. Good. 3 more. Oh, you rushed that one. 2 more. You rushed it. It's good. Take that. It's all right. Patience, eh? Time. Easy. 2 more to go. 2 more to go. Yep. 1 more. And strong. Yeah, that's it. All right. 16.
Thanks for the help.
That's okay. It's only here, eh? I think this is so powerful, eh?
Yes.
I think when we see, even when you started to, when you failed one, before you even attack the next one, you're like, oh, I'm already going to fail.
Yeah.
When it should be like, just take a step back, take a deep breath.
Yeah.
And give it a go, and then you'll be like, fuck, man. And you did it. You've done one.
Yeah.
And then you're like straight back into it.
What a lot of people don't realize with working out, obviously working out a lot, people are like, oh, why do you always go to the gym for? Like, you're addicted, blah, blah. And I guess what I always tell people is you don't understand what it does for your mental capacity and your mental well-being.
What working out does for my mental health is it allows me to not only focus on myself, but also test myself in so many ways that I can't be tested outside of here. Say for example, we just spoke about there, you failed, but then you recuperated, and then you got it happening again. I think those lessons, it's hard to teach those lessons outside of the gym.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's why I love to be tested for me, and it allows me to kind of help create a good mental health for me, and it's done wonders for me. You know what I mean? Obviously, I've gone through alcohol, you know, for me personally, and then obviously when we broke up, because we used to, so Amy's obviously my ex-partner, and then I turned to alcohol, but then what got me out of it was training, and so I'm a massive believer about how much it does for your mental health.
Yeah, I think as well, confidence, like building the confidence in yourself, believing in yourself. That's something that a lot of people lack, and I think training can help unlock that inside of you as well.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like, it's like, do that hard thing. The hardest thing you can do, you're doing it to yourself.
Yeah.
So then for the rest of your day, you're sort of like just cruising.
Yeah. Everything else is easy from there.
Yeah. And so do you still drink now?
Nah, not as much as I used to at that stage. Yeah, that stage was, it's just not a good time. But it's a learning curve, and it's made me a much stronger person. And and I'm able to talk about it and educate other people that are maybe going through similar things, and show them, hey, exercise is the key, man. They got me out of it, and it can get you out of it too.
Yeah, I haven't had a sip for 8 years.
Yeah, see what I mean?
And it wasn't like a major issue or anything like that, but it was more, literally started training. Yeah. And all the trainer had to say to me was like, oh, you know, it's pretty counterproductive to like, have a few beers at the end of the day. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So stop, and then 6 months later, you just kind of go, no,
it's not
I don't need it.
I'd rather have a stack of pancakes than...
I agree.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, that's where the calories are going to come from. All of that, so.
These 2 sets are definitely going to, once again, test you mentally, right?
Yep.
Four more. You got it. I'm not going to do it for you, but last three. I'll guide it, but I'm not going to do it for you. Up. Good. 2 more. Take your time, regress. Catch your breath. Let's go. Big two. Ready? And drop. That's great. 1 more. Not going to do it for you. See?
Got it.
You got it. Don't give up. Remember, don't give up. Good. Beautiful. Rack it in. All right. Catch your breath. Good. Push-ups, 18.
Get that away from me. How many people have you trained for 1 day or 1 week and they've gone, no, I'm good now?
Someone that we're going to get on because normally men's health we do like a front cover.
Yep.
And then we bring them in, and then the person that we brought in, I don't know if I should mention, he did 1 session, and then he's like, nah, not doing this at all.
Really?
Yeah. We did all body weight. It was a body weight session, and they were just saying like, I just can't move, and I'm like, that's part of the process, you know. And then they quit after 1 session.
And no magazine cover?
No magazine cover, no.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a bad one, because it kind of got announced like on like radio, and it was like for us it was like, oh shit, you know what I mean?
We're training them, yeah.
And we're like shit, you know, what do we do now? And then we just kind of ended up getting someone else. Yeah, so that would be my experience.
Yeah, wow.
The 1 session wonders.
1 session wonders.
Jeez.
Aim for 10 at least, and then take a little breather. Yeah, but you will make it. Little breather. So in those situations, we take that was 11, so we take about 10 seconds off, but then you continue until you get to 20, eh?
Yep.
All right, but it's funny how I knew already you're going to fail at 10.
Yeah.
That's when I like kind of clap myself sometimes.
But also mentally, you get to halfway. Then you're like, oh, I'm only halfway. Mentally, you're like...
You get like a number in your head, like, I'll get to 10.
Yeah.
All right, so next one, 30.
Yeah.
All right, ready? Bring it up. Drop. Go. Don't give up on it. I'm not going to do it for you too, but...
Jesus.
You thank me in summer and be like, hey, that session I did.
Look how jacked I am.
Dude,
just that 1 session. That's all I needed.
I think we should do it with him.
Good call. Good call.
Support.
Do you want pinkies?
Yeah, on your pinkies.
2 fingers, that's it. Yeah.
All right, ready?
Maybe I go these.
All right, let's go. All right, last bit, eh? 3, 2, finish it.
That's awesome, guys. So it's so cool what you've done here. Like, I love this place. It's epic.
You.
And,
thank you. Thanks, man.
Yeah, you obviously built like a pretty epic community and stuff.
It's only getting bigger and bigger, eh?
Yeah, that's it.
And it's good that we could show you guys, obviously, you know, what we're about, and you know, because a lot of people kind of always wonder what this place is about.
Yep.
I'm puffing and puffing, mate.
Thanks very much.
Cardio.
Appreciate it. Cheers.
Good session.
Good work, thank you.
For that, eh?
Yeah.
Cheers, bye, Jono.